t plus etc. Pn of t into x equal to 0 exists on the interval I. Let h of t be the real or complex valued function defined and continuous on the interval I. Further assume that w of t is equal to w of pi 1 comma pi 2 comma pi 3 extra pi n, and wk of t denotes determinant w of t with the kth column replaced by n elements 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma etc 1. Then a particular solution xp of t of L of x equal to this nth order differential equation is given by xp of t is equal to sigma k running from 1 to n pi k of t integral t naught to t wk of s into h of x whole divided by w of s into ts, comma t is a point in the interval I. Now we write the proof. Let pi 1, pi 2, pi 3, etc. pi n be n linearly independent solutions of this nth order differential equation. This implies C1 pi 1 plus C2 pi 2 etc. plus Cn pi n is a general solution. This implies the nth order differential equation. The solution of nth order differential equation are related to the solution C1 pi 1 plus C2 pi 2 etc. Cn pi n. Assume that the particular solution xp of t equal to pi1 of t into pi 1 of t plus c2 of t into pi 2 of t etc. plus cn of t into pi n of t, comma t is a point in the interval I. C1, C2 etc. Cn are functions of t. Differentiate this with respect to t, we get a xp dash of t equal to, so here we can apply uv formula. So xp dash of t equal to c1 into pi 1 dash plus c2 into pi 2 dash plus cn into pi n plus that is cn into pi n dash plus c1 dash into pi 1 plus etc. cn dash into pi n. Assume that c1 dash into pi 1 plus c2 dash into pi 2 plus etc. cn dash into pi n equals 0. This implies xp dash of t equal to c1 into pi 1 dash plus c2 into pi 2 dash plus cn into pi n dash. Again, we have to differentiate this with respect to t. We get the second derivative xp double dash of t is equal to c1 into pi 1 double dash plus c2 into pi 2 double dash plus etc. plus c into pi n double dash plus c1 dash into pi 1 dash plus c2 dash into pi 2 dash plus etc. cn dash into pi n dash. Assume that c1 dash into pi 1 dash plus c2 dash into pi 2 dash plus etc. plus cn dash into pi n dash equal to 0. So continuing this process, that is first derivative, second derivative, third derivative, then n minus 1th derivative. So n minus 1th derivative of xp of t equal to c1 into pi 1 power n minus 1, that is n minus 1th derivative of pi 1 plus c2 into pi 2 power n minus 1 plus etc. cn into pi n power n minus 1 plus c1 dash into pi 1 power n minus 2 plus c2 dash into pi 2 power n minus 2 plus etc. cn dash into pi n power n minus 2. So assume that c1 dash into pi 1 power n minus 2 plus c2 dash pi 2 power n minus 2 plus etc. cn dash into pi n power n minus 2 equal to 0. Then n minus 1th derivative xp of t is equal to c1 into pi 1 power n minus 1 plus c2 into pi 2 power n minus 1 plus etc. Cn into pi n power n minus 1. Finally, we get a nth derivative of xp of t is equal to C1 into pi 1 power n plus C2 into pi 2 power n plus etc. Cn into pi n power n plus C1 dash into pi 1 power n minus 1 plus C2 dash into pi 2 power n minus 1 plus etc. Cn dash into pi n power n minus 1. Then assume that this part is 0, second part. Assume that C1 dash into pi 1 power n minus 1 plus C2 dash into pi 2 power n minus 1 plus etc. Cn dash into pi n power n minus 1 equal to 0. So this implies that is the nth derivative of xp of t is equal to C1 into pi 1 power n plus C2 into pi 2 power n plus etc. Cn into pi n power n. So now verifying under the assumption xp of t satisfying the differential equation x power n plus b1 of t into x power n minus 1 plus etc. bn of t into x equal to h of t. Then we have L of x equal to this nth order differential equation. So L of xp is equal to L of C1 pi 1 plus C2 pi 2 plus etc. Cn pi n. This can be written as again in the form of nth order differential equation. Instead of x, we substitute this whole expression in this nth order differential equation, and this can be further reduced to this form. That is C1 of t into L of pi 1 plus C2 of t into L of pi 2 plus C3 of t into L of pi 3 etc. plus Cn of t into L of pi n plus h of t. So since L of pi I equal to 0, that means L of pi 1, L of pi 2, L of pi 3, L of pi n values are 0. Therefore, L of xp of t is equal to C1 of t into 0 plus C2 of t into 0 plus etc. Cn of t into 0 equal to h of t. So this implies L of xp equal to, that is xp of t equal to h of t. Therefore, xp of t is a solution of this nth order differential equation where C1, C2, C3, etc. Cn are functions of t. To determine the functions L of xp of t equal to h of t. Therefore, xp of t is a solution of this nth order differential equation where C1, C2, C3, Cn are functions of t. To determine the functions C1, C2, C3, Cn, the following conditions to be assumed. C1 dash into pi 1 plus C2 dash into pi 2 plus etc. plus Cn dash pi n equal to 0. Similarly, we write all other equations. Here, this is a system of n simultaneous non-homogeneous algebraic equation in n unknowns C1 dash, C2 dash, C3 dash, and Cn dash for a fixed point at t. Further, the determinant of the coefficient w of t is equal to w of pi 1, pi 2, pi 3, etc. pi n of t. So clearly, this variation of t not equal to 0. This implies the system of equations. The system equation gives a unique set of solution and is given by Ck dash of t equal to wk of t into h of t divided by w of t, where k running from 1 to n. So this implies Ck of t equal to, now we want to get the integral. So integral t naught to t wk of s, when you apply the limit for this integral, this t can be replaced by other variable s. That is wk of s into h of s divided by w of s into ds, where k running from 1 to n. So here xp of t is equal to c1 of t, c1 of t into pi 1 of t plus c2 of t into pi 2 of t plus c3 of t into pi 3 of t plus cn of t into pi n of t. This can be written in form of a summation, that is ck of t into pi k of t, where k running from 1 to n. That is xp of t equal to sigma pi k of t, we write this side we write pi k of t, then ck of t is replaced by this value. So ck of t is integral t0 to t wk of s and h of s w divided by w of s into ds. So this completes the proof of theorem. Now we are going to solve this problem by the method of variation of parameters. So solve the differential equation x double dash minus 2 by t into x dash plus 2 by t square into x equal to t into sin t, where t is a point in the interval 1 comma infinity. From the given differential equation, we write the coefficients, that is b1 of t, b2 of t, h of t. Here this minus 2 by t is b1 of t. Here plus 2 by t square is b2 of t. Then right hand side expression t into sin t, that can be taken as h of t, that is equal to t sin t. That is given in the problem. Now we rewrite the given differential equation by multiplying both sides by t square. Here we have in the denominator the highest term is t square. Then therefore we can multiply by t square. So the given differential equation can be simplified. That is a t square into x double dash minus 2t into x dash plus 2x equal to t cube into sin t, where t is a point in the interval 1 comma infinity. Now you see this is the standard form of a differential equation. Now we can solve this. For that put t equal to e power z. Then log t equal to z. Log t equal to z. Then t square into x double dash can be written as d into d minus 1 into x. T x dash equal to dx. These are the standard substitutions. Then the given differential equation can be written as d into d minus 1 minus 2d plus 2 into x equal to e power t cube. So t instead of t cube we write e power 3z. E power 3z into sin e power z. So actually this e power 3z. So the given differential equation can be written as, that is d square minus 3d plus 2 into x equal to e power 3z into sin z. The characteristics equation is p of lambda equal to lambda square minus 3 lambda plus 2. When you factor this, we have two roots, lambda equal to 1 and lambda equal to 2. Therefore, the general solution is x of t equal to c1 of t into pi 1 of t plus c2 of t into pi 2 of t plus d1 pi 1 of t plus d2 pi 2 of t, where d1, d2 are arbitrary constants. Therefore, x of t equal to c1 of t into e power z. So corresponding to these roots we write. So c1 of t into e power z plus c2 of t into e power 2z plus d1 into pi 1 of t plus d2 into pi 2 of t. Now we can substitute what is e power z? E power z equal to t. So what is e power 2z? That is t square, right? So therefore the independent solutions are pi 1 of t equal to t, pi 2 of t equal to t square. So for these independent solutions, we calculate Lagrangian of t. So fraction of pi 1 pi 2 of t equal to the determinant t square. Here second row we calculate the second corresponding derivative with respect to t 1 2t. When you expand the determinant, we get a 2t square minus t square, that is equal to t square. So fraction of t equal to t square. Therefore, that is w of t equal to t square, w of s equal to s square. This can be substituted in c1 of t. So c1 of t equal to integral 1 to t. So lower limit is 1, upper limit is t. So this is the integral 1 to t w1 of s into h of s whole divided by w of s into ds. Here w1 of s equal to, here first column will be replaced by 0 1 if it is a 2 cross 2 determinant. If it is a 3 cross 3 determinant, w1 of s can be written as, that is 0 0 1. If it is a 4 cross 4 determinant, w1 of s can be replaced by 0 0 0 1. Since it is a 2 cross 2 determinant, therefore w1 of s can be written as 0 1, first column replaced by 0 1. The second column s square 2s. So instead of t, we write a s. So s square 2s. When you expand this determinant, we get minus s square. Then w2 of t, that is second column replaced by 0 1. So wt of s equal to s1. Here in this determinant t1, instead of t we write s. So s1. The second column replaced by 0 1. When you expand this determinant, we get s. So h of s equal to s into sin s. Now you can substitute these values in c1 of t. So c1 of t equal to, when you substitute the values in this integral, we get this. When you integrate this by using integration by parts, we get this result. Then we calculate c2 of t. C2 of t equal to integral 1 to t w2 of s h of s divided by w of s into ds. Now we calculate w2 of s, h of s, w of s. So here w2 of s value is this. So these values are to be substituted here in this integral. Then we have to integrate this with respect to s. Finally, we get this answer. C2 of t equal to minus cos t plus cos 1. Therefore, the general solution is x of t equal to c1 of t into pi 1 of t plus c2 of t into pi 2 of t plus d1 into pi 1 of t plus d2 into pi 2 of t. When you substitute these values, we get this answer after simplification. Finally, x of t is reduced to this value minus t into sin t plus k1 of t plus k1 into t plus k2 into t square, where k1 and k2 are arbitrary constants. Right. So this completes the problem. Next one, method of Laplace transforms. Now we write the definition. Let us consider the nth order differential equation. So in this differential equation, v1, v2, v3, vn are constant and continuous functions. Here f of t, that is right hand side function. Here f of t is here continuous f of here f of t is a continuous function in the interval 0, infinity. So multiplying both sides by e power minus st in the equation, we get e power minus st into this expression equal to e power minus st into f of t. So integrating both sides with respect to t having the limit 0 to infinity, then we get this expression. here e power minus st, this whole expression can be taken as f of t into dt. The expression interval 0 to infinity e power minus st into f of t. So whenever x is said to be the Laplace transforms of f of t. And it is denoted by f of s is equal to L of f of t equal to interval 0 to infinity e power minus st into f of t. Now we are going to